Well, hi everybody, it's Doug. Must admit, I'm a little anxious about this one. This one comes to us from Big Al, and that's Albert Lebel. And I'm sure you know his name very well, but if you were to search YouTube for Albert Lebel and Bosnian Bill, you would find Big Al whipped Bill twice. So I'm nowhere near the skill level of Bosnian Bill, but I've been able to open this lock. I expect I will do no trouble here, but even still, grab your popcorn, maybe grab the fast forward, because I do believe this is going to be a long haul. I liken opening this lock to not picking. Picking is pretty predictable. This one's more like unsticking a zipper. And that is that you get a little progress at a time. You give a tug, you unbunch a little bit of the fabric, you tug again, unbunch. That's what picking this lock is like. It is a lot of work. But, well, let's get digging and see what we can do. I've given you a slightly different angle here than usual because I attack most locks sort of at an angle, but this one I find that I do better attacking it from the front. So let's start poking around and seeing. Okay, we got a little movement back there. I am not even going to start counting pins for you because this thing has a lot of oddities. That the inspiration for the zipper comparison came from that front pin, which sounds like a zipper going up as you're applying a little bit of pressure. It will drop at some point, and then you'll get to hear it again when I'm not yapping. I'll also possibly end up going very quiet at one point when I need full concentration. But let us keep digging. The other peculiarity about this is when you try to attack this like a regular old count the pins, look for the binders and stuff like that, that does not work on this lock. Sometimes I find that I literally just kind of bump a pin and suddenly I get my false set that I'm looking for. It's really a strange lock. I'm kind of curious to see what pins are inside, but I would not be surprised if that first pin has lots and lots of tiny serrations. More like a screw than a pin. I also guarantee that we're going to have serrations inside the chambers. Those chambers will be tapped. If you guys haven't started to fast forward, reason you have not seen a video from me since last Sunday is because we had 60 or 65 mile an hour winds over here. That took out a lot of power lines. I think there were 38,000 homes in my area without power at one point at the peak of it. And one of them was ours, one of them was my mother's. There's that zipper pin. Once ours came back, my mom's did not. So we had my mom living with us for a couple of days. And that's not, well, it's not comfortable, first of all, but it's also just not ideal for picking videos. Okay, there's that. This is what you're seeing when I'm talking about is that that unsticking a zipper concept, because I get a little further in each time I bump or visit the pins. But as a result, if you were watching the position of the tensioner, it has tipped a couple of degrees at a time. Just heard a bunch of pins drop, so I had overset in there. Getting a little deeper in there, but I feel like I'm kind of at a stop. Very slowly. Okay, that one I think I got up and over some sort of, this deep falset is how I know, if I'm careful, that I'm very close. What I'm going to do is switch to my 18 thousandths southward. I was using a Peterson gem in 25 thousandths, but I'm going to go to southward offset diamond or DeForest diamond because I need to be very tender, light, and ginger here so that I don't push myself back out of the false set. Once I hit just the right pin in the right way, we'll have our open. Ooh, so close. What I think is going on here is that there is one pin with a very tiny serration right hanging on the lip of the Bible, and with enough poking around I finally get that serration into the Bible, and then we get our open. It's a lot easier when you're not on camera, and certainly when I'm not narrating. So close. Honestly didn't think I'd beat in this deep falset so quick, but at the same time, I'm usually, once I get the deep falset, I'm usually out within a couple, like a minute after. Okay, going back to the Peterson gem. Come on, you varmint. Gonna very slowly and carefully visit each one. Don't know what's going on with that one. Back to the zipper. There's a nice deep false set again. So close. There we have it. Yes! Hooray! I'm controlling myself, people. I actually want to do a Irish jig right now. This one has been, this challenge lock has been on my vise for a while. And I've had days where I could open it multiple times in a row. And I've had other days where it just wouldn't open at all. Okay, let's get your zoom back. Get all of our tools in place, and actually just to make things a little more comfy, bring everything a little closer. We've got the key, so let's lock it up. And actually, while I'm here, I guess we never did show you guys the bitting. Look at that guard, number 2, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, number 2. So that also made this really, really challenging. Let me see. Okay, so start with, I don't know what size screwdriver tip I'm going to need, so no, that was the one. Let's see if I can cover up that glare for you. According to the back, this is number 140 for Big Al. I have not made a single challenge lock. I started. It's a lot of work to get those pins going. I don't know how somebody can make 140, although actually if you search Albert Lebel lathe, L-A-T-H-E, he has a video where he shows off the lathe system that he uses to make his pins, which I don't know if that existed when this particular lock was made, but if so, I expect some pretty interesting pins in here. Alrighty. Oh, I also never told you this is called Solitary Confinement by Albert Lebel. It'll be on the title of the video, so shim time. Tight fit. And we'll see. Yeah, it looks like a fit. We have pinnage. And we'll get the shim out of the Bible. Out of the way of the Bible. Okay. Let us begin. First of all, of course, all pins needed to be picked, and we can already see a little what's going on up there. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Okay. Number 1. Holy moly. It looks like a screw. Number 2. Wow. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Holy moly, they've dropped a bomb. Okay, so number 1, very serrated, and I'll do close-ups on all of these in a couple minutes. Number 2 is a bomb. Looks like somebody, like a bomb with lots of serration and a really crazy top. And the last one, same thing. Looks very serrated, very tiny serrated top. Creates a lip up there. Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better about why this was such a hard pick. Upstairs, or not upstairs, up in the core plug, we've got serrations in there. Number 1, doing this through the camera and I'm not doing very well at it. 2 is clean, 3 is clean, 4 is undercut, 5 undercut, 6 is clean. So 1 has all the serrations in it, and 4 and 5 are undercut. Interesting, interesting. Let us take a look in the Bible. Start up at number 1. I'll see if I can get you guys a close-up while I'm doing this, but I'm going to have to work around the side of the camera. Okay. Yeah, remember I said that number 1 was like a zipper? With zip, you could see. Again, it looks like you just cut off a piece of a screw. Tossed it in there. Okay. Oh my goodness. And we've got serrations there. Oh wow. This is like some of the movie stars today. It's had a lot of work done on it. Okay. Let's well, while I'm here, I guess I'll get the springs out. That was 1 copper. That was a mangledy, I don't know what the spring is even made out of. And then we are, no, I think that one's just being shy. So we'll see. Or it's, oh, there it is. Sure. Not, it's hiding off screen. Ah! Okay. There was number 6. Pretty normal looking. It looks like it might have a weirdness to its shape. Can't say for sure. Wow. That one is very mushroomy. Wow. This is definitely the most complicated set of pins I've ever picked. Whoa, okay. Pin and pin. Oh my God, I've never, ever been exposed to a pin and pin. Okay, and I'm not going to bother with the springs. I think they're pretty standard enough. Oh, and there was a wafer in there. I'll be darned, and I didn't know where it was. That one probably goes with the pin and pin. Holy moly, guys. Okay, so Sorry to keep you guys in suspense while I toyed around with those things. Yeah. Where do I begin, folks? Let me get this pin and pin back together. I feel like a watchmaker. A clumsy one at that. Sorry for being off screen while I do that, but wow, okay. So, I'm sure you guys have already taken account of the pins while I was poking around there, but, so, number 1, serrated, very fine serrations. Really, really tight, and that's why this thing is so tricky. And up top, super fine serrations. The next one was the spooled, serrated, crazy, and he was kind enough to go with just a standard looking pin up top. We got a standard here, so I won't bother you guys. Standard. Up top, guys, I'm not a hockey fan, but I personally think this is the Stanley Cup. It's upside down, but wow. This is that crazy pin in pin. No wonder he didn't do anything down below. This is that mushroom pin. Wow. You see how it tapers just a bit as it goes upward, and it's got a lip on the bottom. And standard paired with another one of those spooled, serrated, crazy things. I am going to probably save a screenshot of that because I've never seen that kind of pinning before. That is amazing. Guys, thank you so much for your patience. Thanks for watching this kind of long video. That was Albert Lebel's Solitary Confinement. Al, what an amazing job on that. I hope I don't run into another one that complicated again. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please comment. I'm sure you'll have things to say about this one. Do like if you find this one interesting, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I have reached 100 subscribers as of today. I'm waiting for it to coast just to make sure that it doesn't drop back down. I've had some ups and downs lately, but we are going to put together a nice drawing for everybody for that 100 subscribers. Keep an eye out. My next video, I've got a package coming from Chris Capune. Could be interesting. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you soon.